Weiter geht's. Wir haben ja letztes Mal festgestellt, dass da mit Dezel doch einiges passiert ist, wo es jetzt doch heftig war. Und naja, wir schauen uns jetzt hier erstmal um, sprechen mal die einzelnen Sternchen an und werden mal herausfinden, was passiert ist. Beziehungsweise wie die Leute sich fühlen, was passiert ist, wissen wir ja. Dezel ist gestorben, hat sich selbst geopfert, um dann doch den Hass von sich zu stoßen, den reinen Hass und Rose zu retten. Mikleo, wie geht's dir?
Dezel's death, his shameful acts, and the things Simone said. Perhaps they're all things the shepherd has to accept in order to quell the Lord of Calamity. I'm just not sure how to feel about it all. I was thinking you should quit. What? Just hear me out. I used to think that when the shepherd was getting crushed and overwhelmed by his duty or by his destiny, that it was something that you could just up and quit. Until yesterday, that is. Things are different now. For Dezel's sake, if nothing else, I want to find the answers. That's right. It isn't even some feeling of obligation, so much as... I just want to know, in the hope that we won't make the same mistakes again. So that's why I no longer think you should quit. We definitely have to find some answers. Right. And it isn't just the shepherd's duty either. This journey is something we, all of us, need to own. That's true. Thank you. There's no need for thanks. I just said how I truly feel.
So, dann suchen wir uns mal den nächsten Stern. Der steht hier oben. Den werden wir dann erstmal auslassen, weil eintreten will ich jetzt dann nirgendwo. Ich will jetzt erstmal nur die Leute ansprechen, deren Stern ich so ohne weiteres erreichen kann. Ja, das ist... Ja, was machst du damit? Todesengel? Ja, Todesengel. Das wird ihm ja jetzt nur unterstellt. So richtig gesehen hat uns jetzt nicht. Kann man nichts zu sagen.
Our friend, the creepy little girl. She said she was burdened with sins.
Right. And she also said that the shepherd must know the truth of Seraphim, who carry such sorrowful burdens.
Of those whose mere existence means human suffering. Sometimes death can be a release. If just by living one causes terrible things to happen, then death would be.
Edna, stop right there.
I'm not talking about Dezel, you idiot.
You shouldn't be saying that about your brother either.
So what if I did? They're just words. It's probably nothing you haven't heard before anyway.
I still don't like it. I don't want to hear it right now.
Oh. Then there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Saray. All I was really trying to say is that I think Dezel was saved in a way. I chose my words poorly, and it was wrong of me. I apologize.
Thank you, Edna.
Don't mention it.
Ja, die Elternsworte waren jetzt sehr direkt, sehr klar, prinzipiell. Sie sieht das sehr pragmatisch, muss man sagen. Sie ist wirklich so die Pragmatikerin. Aber das drückt ganz schön auf die Stimmung. So, dann sprechen wir mal Leila drauf an, nachdem wir hier aber erstmal nochmal gucken. Ich würde die Aussicht nochmal genießen. Sehen wir von hier oben? Ne, Mitglieder sehen wir von hier oben nicht. So, was hast du? Was kannst du uns mitteilen? Leila, wie sind deine
Lila,
Reaktionen?
what are you doing?
Oh, this?
That's incredible! How'd you do that?
Making paper crafts like this really takes the edge off for me. I forget about all my cares, and it's like I just enter my own little world.
I see.
Saray, you've got to stop carrying the burden all by yourself.
I think this one's gonna be tough, even if I share the burden. I find myself wondering, was there anything else I could have done? Should we have talked it over first? I just start thinking about things.
Moments of reflection are good for the spirit, Saray, but regrets solve nothing.
What's this?
Humans have a custom. Sometimes they send a paper boat down a river imbued with a remembrance of their lost one, so that it may reach them. Since Dezel was a wind seraph, I thought maybe a bird that soars through the air would be more fitting. Now, Saray, let's send it off.
I'm sure it reached him. Lila.
Yes?
Thank you. But you mustn't try to carry the burden all by yourself either.
I'll be quite fine. There's no need to worry. I'm going to stay up here for a while. The wind feels comforting.
All right then. I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I too have a ways to go.
Das war eine schöne Sache von Lila, finde ich. Die Thematik mit den Booten, ja, die gibt es ja wirklich. Oder noch war interessant, da war auch die Thematik früher bei den Wikingern. Die Wikingerbegräbnisse. Das ist nochmal Edna. Hier unten steht auch noch einer. Den quatschen wir so nebenbei gerade an. Es ist eine ruhige Nacht und doch habe ich so ein Flattern in der Brust. Kommt der alte Gevatter mich endlich holen? Der Spruch ist schon ziemlich an der Grenze, finde ich. So. Ich denke mal, ich werde erstmal in Richtung Tür gehen da hinten. Den hier irgendwie als letztes. Ich weiß nicht. Ich finde auch, dass es hier nicht, ich finde auch gut und ich finde es auch hier eigentlich recht gut, dass sie das Ganze nicht einfach abtun mit ist halt passiert. Sondern das hier jetzt wirklich so noch eine... Es ist schon schön. Ja, gucken wir die Stadt noch ein wenig. Okay. Dass sie hier sich wirklich mit der Trauer gerade auch ein bisschen auseinandersetzen, das finde ich gut. Das gefällt mir schon mal sehr gut. Das ist mal was nicht jedes Spiel so macht. Bei vielen Spielen ist es dann so, auch wenn da einer verstirbt, dass es dann, ja, sag ich mal, mehr oder minder einfach gegessen ist. Ja, egal welches wir jetzt nehmen, ausruhen. Das ist egal.
Morning, Saray. Did you sleep well?
Yeah.
You don't look like it.
Yo, Saray!
Oh, Zaveid. You're still here.
Ouch! Lila, is he always this cold?
Well, it looks like everyone's here. Care to explain why you wish to enter the Sublord Pact?
No problemo. My goal is directly connected to the Shepherd's journey.
Your goal? Oh yeah, you said there were people you had to settle the score with.
Right. One of them being little Miss Edna's older brother. And the other? Mautellus.
Mautellus of the Five Lords?
The entire Glenwood continent is supposed to be under his protection, right? Except our baby boy toddled off somewhere, and right at that exact time, the Lord of Calamity shows up. Isn't that funny?
It can't be.
I didn't think it could be either. At first.
But if Mautellus really did become a Hellion and bind with Heldolf...
We'll need to confirm that's what happened.
And the only way to do that is to approach him directly.
Maybe, but we need to be able to stand against Heldolf's domain, or we're sunk.
And that's where I come in. If you'll let me fill the Dezel-shaped hole in your group, together we should be strong enough. How about it? It's in all our best interests, right?
What do you believe we should do?
Saray!
No. What were we talking about again?
Hey, can I have the floor?
Huh?
Hey! I thought you had good to do in the world! Keep moping and crying, and I'll chain you up so tight you can't even breathe! That's what he said. Oh, and he asked me to kick your ass a little too while I was at it. And then I told him I'd do my best out there. And so that's why I'm damn well gonna do my best out there. Why am I crying like this?
Rose.
He was really, really glad he got to travel with all of you. And I didn't even notice. But In the end, he was smiling. If only I talked with him more. Oh, forget it. I'm done.
Thank you for delivering his message to us. He was a kind watchdog up until the very end.
I'll say.
Guess you'll be okay from now on, huh, Rose?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
All right, let's go!
Hold your horses! Don't I get a packed thingy?
Oh!
Alrighty. So, now what do we do?
Just as planned. We're heading to Glavened Basin.
Since it's the place where we first met Heldorf.
Glavened Basin, huh? Here we go!
So, ich muss noch mal kurz gucken. Unterstützungstalente, was kann denn der Zaveid? Der kennt doch wahrscheinlich genau dasselbe. Windschreiten, gewinnt zuvor besiegt Gegner an und Höhe. So. Dann verabschieden wir uns mal und sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder mit Zaveid an unserer Seite. Bis denn. Tschüss.